Hi friends, welcome back. I'm Ashley Morris, the owner and lead tutor at amtutors.com, where we specialize in one-on-one math tutoring for middle school and high school students. And in this video, we're going to start with writing equations of lines. We're only going to use graphs though for this one. I have other videos that talk about horizontal and vertical lines, using 2 points, parallel and perpendicular. For this one, we're just going to start from the very beginning with just a graph. So step one, no matter what, when you're writing the equation of a line, the first step is to get the slope. Sometimes you have to use the equation, sometimes you're going to use the graph, it just depends. This time, we're just using the graph, so we're going to count up and over. Step two, write the equation and put it in the form that the directions ask for. So there are two that we're going to use today, slope-intercept, which is y equals mx plus b, and standard, ax plus by equals c. So in slope-intercept, m equals your slope, and this lowercase b is your y-intercept. The cool thing is we can get both these numbers from our graph. So we're going to start there. And then we're going to move to standard form on all these. And the rules for standard form are a, b, and c must be, they must be integers, no fractions, no decimals. If that happens, you're going to have to multiply to get rid of them. And in most places that I have noticed, a has to be greater than or equal to 0. So it cannot be a negative. Some teachers in schools don't really care about this, but the majority of everyone that I've seen, this matters. So if a is a negative, we're going to have to multiply everything by -1 to fix that. There is one more form. We're not going to talk about it in this video. We don't need it for this video. We're going to hold off on that one. So let's look at some graphs that I made. My lines are not super duper great, but my points are where they need to be. So we're going to write the form, we're going to write the equation of the line in both forms. So first we're going to start with y equals mx plus b. Now what was the first step? Find the slope. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit on this one. We're going to find the slope. We're going to go down 2, so that's a -2, and then we're going to go over 1, 2, 3. So down 2 over 3. That means my slope is -2/3. And then my y-intercept, that's b. How far up did it start? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. +5. Boom! That's slope-intercept. We're done with that one. And if the directions say slope-intercept, stop there. This time we're doing both forms. We've got to keep going. Standard form, x and y are on the same side. So let's add 2/3 x. Oh, my color's not very different, sorry. 2/3 x plus y equals 5. So close, so close. We're not allowed to have any fractions. So you're going to multiply by whatever your common denominator is. Multiply everything, and that'll get rid of your fractions. So that gives me a 2x, that gives me a 3y, and then that gives me 15, and that's standard form. Next, start out slope-intercept. Y equals, got to get my slope, up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1. 1 over 1, so my slope is 1. You can put a 1 there if you want, or you can just write x. Either way is fine. mx plus b. Well, b is -3 because I went down 3. That's slope-intercept form. We're done with that. That'd be nice if that's what the directions ask for. We got to keep going. So we're going to subtract x onto the other side to get x and y together. Why does it keep erasing? There we go. Now, if your teacher says a can be negative, stop there. I'm going to keep going. I have never had a textbook that I've actually taught from. I've only seen it like on the internet and stuff, where a cannot be, negative. Sorry. So I'm going to fix it. By doing that, to do that, I'm going to multiply everything by -1. So distribute a -1, you get x minus y equals 3. Standard. Right there. Done. Number 3. Find my slope up 1 over 2. So up 1 over 2 is 1/2 x plus, that looks like 1.5. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes they're not super obvious or super great, so you're just going to have to kind of estimate. So this one looks like it's about 1.5. So you can write 1.5, or you could do it as 3/2. I'm going to do it as a fraction just to keep all the fractions going so I don't have fractions and decimals. So that's slope-intercept. Again, 3/2, 1.5. It's about as close as I can get. Usually we don't do stuff like that, but I wanted to show you just because it does happen. So we get the x and y on the same side. And now I need to multiply to get rid of my fractions, and I need to get rid of that negative. So multiplying by 2 is my least common denominator. That gets rid of all the fractions. And multiplying by a -2 will get rid of the negative in front of x. So that's going to give me x minus 2y equals -3. So we distributed it. Oops. There, there, and there. And that's standard. Okie dokie. Number 4, and then there's one for you to try. Actually, pause here if you feel good. Do this one on your own. Y equals m, which is down 1, 2, 3 over 1, -3x plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's slope-intercept. Add 3x to both sides. 3x plus y equals 5. So there's slope-intercept, and there's standard. And we didn't have to do anything to standard that time. It was just done for us. Nice. I like that. Okay, pause here. I want you to try this one. All right, now I'll do it. Y equals, m is up 1 over 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. -1/3 x minus 3. mx plus b. That's slope-intercept. Now let's add that 1/3 x to get the x and y on the same side. And then I'm going to multiply everything by 3. That's my common denominator to get standard. I hope that was helpful. If you have not quite sure in your brain, go to my Teacher Pay Teacher website and download the worksheet. It's $1 and try that and check it. Also, make sure you like, subscribe, follow, all that stuff so you know when new videos come out. I hope that was helpful. Bye.